Don't let the size steer you away. What's going on, guys? I hope everybody's doing great. So today I want to go over and review the Sig Sauer P365, which is chambered in 9mm. So I have right over 1,000 rounds, in my opinion, for an honest, in-depth review. 1,000 rounds might not seem like a lot to some, but in my opinion is the perfect round count to give an honest opinion on that gun. So we're going to go over the likes, the dislikes, and everything else on the Sig Sauer P365. So this firearm has been out now for a couple years, and a lot of people love them, a lot of people hate them. I personally love the 365. So let's just talk, I'll talk about a little bit about the pistol, and then I'll go into the review on the pros and cons of it. So the 365, yes, Glock had their 43 and Smith & Wesson made their Shield, but the problem with those guns, the subcompact single stack guns, in my opinion, the round count was not that great. I think 6 to 8. I said, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was 43 when I had it, because I had an original 43 and sold it for the 43X, but I think it was 6 or 7 plus 1. The Shield was, I think, 7 or 8 plus 1, plus the 40 they made, and so on. So the 365, I think, was the first real single stack, true 9mm concealed carry gun that works. Now, I love the 43. I had the Shield, and I absolutely did not like Shield. You Smith & Wesson guys, don't bash me. I just don't shoot Smith. Like I say, Sig, Glock, HK, CZ, all that stuff. The trigger's what throw me away, so I always swap with Apex trigger. Move along from Smith, though. 365, I don't want to say true single stack, because, I mean, yes, compared to a 43X mag, this is a little bit wider, the magazine at least. So, small gun that is great for concealed carrying. So, 1,000 rounds. Have I had any issues with this gun? No. I know some people, whenever these first came out, had a lot of jams and mess ups with them. I did not, and I got one of the, I don't want to say when they first came out, but I think I waited 4 to 6 months after, and I've not had any issues with mine. Pros, being that it's so small. This is just the pinky extension. This is not add one. This is the regular stock factory mag. And by the way, it's not loaded. I just have a loaded round out. Took the round out of the chamber, so not loaded. We're good. 10 rounds. When this gun came out, they had the 10 round and a 12 round that came with it. No, it was the 10 round and then a 10 plus the pinky extension did not give anything. They have the 12 rounds now that I have, and also Sig just released a couple months ago the 15 round magazines that are the factory Sig mags. So that was a plus that Sig did 15 rounds in a little package like this. I mean, guys, this thing is tiny. My palm, I do not have large hands at all. I got about medium to small hands, and you can see my palm, my whole hand is bigger than this gun. So, plus how small it is why I love the 365. I do like carrying compact size like a 19 or a 320. I do like carrying compacts better than subs just because you have that bigger grip and you got a higher purchase on the gun. Finger cut's a little small and stuff, but for what you need, 10 plus 1, 12 plus 1, the 15 round mags plus 1, this is going to get the job done. And if you have another magazine that you carry in your pocket wherever you carry it at, like I said, I run with the 10 round extended pinky grip here, so I got 11 here, then I keep a 12 round in my pocket until I get the 15 round. So big plus on that. Another thing that I know some people do, I did qualify with this through the sheriff's office, so I can carry it, say, as law enforcement instead of concealed carry. I am qualified with this. I know it's a thing we have, being law enforcement, you have to qualify with the guns you carry, or you're considered a concealed carry citizen. So I did conceal with this, and I know some people, I don't know about my department, I know some buddies that are cops, they actually qualify with theirs with the regular just flush 10 round and carry this as an ankle gun. I don't carry 2 guns on me at work. I don't carry it on me when I'm off work. I've tried it and I don't like something stuck to my ankle. I feel like I'm on probation if I was. Something just carrying weight on my ankle and I feel like it's gonna fall out. So I don't like that. But the size on that, perfect. This could be stored if you wanted to. I've not tried it as a pocket gun with the flush mag. We'll say the slim fit pocket holsters they have. I know like the Glock 42 when it came out, a lot of people carried that as a pocket gun, like the LCP or the TCP by Taurus and all that stuff. So this could be a pocket gun, but the size is just, I mean, it's so small. As when I first got this gun, I did not know really how small it was from the pictures and stuff. I did not even get to go hold one. Usually when I buy a firearm, I have to go to a gun store to actually get my hands on one before I actually buy it. But this one, went all out, said screw it, and got it, and saw the size, and I just kind of thought of the joke that it was like a toy. Something this small really is gonna protect my life, but I love it. So when I first got this, I have been carrying this for over a year now, year and a half, so on, and this is my go-to carry gun, or I switched it up now the last month. I switched to a 43X, and I will rotate so I can train with both. Talk about that in a little bit. So, a con that I have really 2 cons with this gun. First con is compared to my 43X, I shoot this thing really damn good. I'm very accurate with it. Like I said, I've shot over 1,000 rounds with it, and I'm better at it than I was. But the first couple hundred rounds I shot through the 365, I noticed just how small it was. 9mm does not have a lot of recoil whatsoever, and that's the round I choose to carry. Even though I carry 45 at work, I personally like 9mm for an overall carry, home defense, whatever. 9mm is my go-to round. Con though, when the first couple hundred rounds, this thing, I was so used to carrying my 19, and I had my 43 at the time, and I was so used to that. This was a little bit more snappier than the 43 was snappy, not as bad as the 43X. I'm sorry, it was worse. It's worse than the 43X, correct me on that, makes it worse. But this is, for as little as it is, you're gonna feel a difference, obviously, shooting this little gun compared to, say, a Glock 19 or the 320. Just because how small it is, small the barrel, and the grip, like I said. I'm on the grip. You can see and sometimes even when I shoot it, I'll, just because sometimes it slips. But it's snappy due to it being small, but it is still very manageable. I can still one-hand this, shooting with one hand, or my left hand, my non-dominant hand. So it's a little snappy, but once you start shooting it and training with the gun you were carrying, it's not that bad. The next con I'm going to have, and it is my biggest con on the 365, but it did not steer me away to not carry it, is the magazines. Great magazines, but for some reason I have had many many pistols that have aluminum metal mags, and they're not that bad. These mags can be a pain in the ass So if you have a 365 out there, let me know if yours is the same way. But the mags I have, all of them, I have 3 mags. I have 2 12 rounds, a regular flush 10 round, and then a pinky extension. All the mags are a pain in the ass to load, I've noticed. It gets caught every now and then. I don't know what it is, if it's just how the mags are, but I have a problem with that, but it's not too bad to steer me away. It just takes me a little bit longer to load my magazines. So I have shot a variety of ammo, whether it be carry rounds, hollow points, just FMJs. I've shot a variety of frangible rounds through this, and I'm not at issue with any of the rounds that I have shot. I've shot quite a bit, different variety, just to make sure this gun is gonna function and it's gonna run and eat whatever I put into it. So, like I said, no jams ever with this firearm, and it has been cleaned once. I'm a firm believer. I used to clean my guns every like 100, 200 rounds I shoot them. No, they're made to get dirty. They're made to take the wear and tear and the abuse to them. So I don't clean my guns that much anymore. Used to have OCD about it. I don't anymore. Like I said, no jams, stovepipes, nothing has ever happened with this pistol. I know some people, it's a love-hate thing with triggers. I don't mind stock triggers on firearms. Once I shoot it enough, I get used to that trigger. And one of the things I don't do when I get a pistol or AR or whatever, I don't go and purchase aftermarket trigger. I get used to stock triggers. Check a video out. I might leave it down in the description below of why I train with stock Glocks or just stock triggers. Might know another one on the video. But the trigger on the 365, I actually really like it. I mean, you got a little bit of take. You got creep, not much. You get the break. A little bit long reset, but it is not bad, and it is a decent stock trigger for something that is this small. For those of you that are interested in purchasing a 365, I will say if you want something that's a tad bit bigger, they do have the Sig 365 XL now. It's a little bit longer. I know those got really good reviews. It's like whenever the Glock made the 48 and the 43X. I've shot the 48. It was good, but just I don't want to carry. I bought this for a reason because how small it is. But the 365 XL is really good. So if you want something just a little bit more, obviously be a little more accurate with longer your sight picture and a longer barrel. So that's something you're interested in this, but want something a tad bit bigger, consider looking into the 365 XL. And my biggest question I always ask myself when I get a pistol for concealed carry, because I don't like switching guns a lot. I try to stay the same one, maybe 2. Like I've used carry my 19 for the longest time. A little bit big, so I want a little bit smaller, especially with mags being 12 to 15 rounds and something like this. When my 19 carried 15. So 12 rounds get the job done, plus another mag. So the question I ask myself is, would I trust my life carrying this? Obviously, because I carried it for about a year, year and a half, and it was my go-to carry gun and still my go-to carry gun. So 365, yes, it does meet that criteria of protecting myself and my loved ones and trusting and depending my life with it. And like I said, one a little bit bigger, obviously, a lot more of a grip, that's the 12 round mag. As you can see, I got a lot better grip, and it's actually easier to shoot this way because you got, like I said, higher grip, full grip. So 12 round, I do not carry it like this just because I don't like sticking out a little bit. I like to be as concealed as possible. And this thing, when I carry it, you don't know I have it on, especially just with even the pinky extension. So don't carry the 10 round. I usually leave that in my car just because I don't like shooting that much like this. For the pinky, I can get a full grip. So guys, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you could like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to me already, and also hit that bell notification to be notified when I upload a video. I do post every week. Been doing it, keep doing it, guys. Even with a busy schedule, I'm bringing content for you as promised. And also, if you have any questions or comments, please leave me a comment down below. I get back to everybody. If you have a 365 or don't, any questions or what you carry, I would love to hear from you. I get back to everybody. And if you want to help support this channel just a little bit more, guys, don't feel obligated like you have to, go ahead and subscribe to me over on Patreon. That will help me bring more content to film for you with ammo, better lighting, all that stuff. So that helps me a little bit. Also, if you want to check out some more stuff, I'll leave a link to my Instagram down below. You can see some cool guns and whatever. But guys, I appreciate it again, and as always, have a good one.